Hello, welcome to the Antisocial Club. I'm Diamond Alexis. In today's video, I will be showing y'all how to make this top. I wore this top to a festival a few weeks ago. I live in Texas, so it's like 90. If it's like 90 degrees, that means it literally feels like 200 degrees outside. And it kept me cool the whole time I was there. And I was there for over 8 hours. It's super easy, super quick. As y'all can see, it uses the mesh stitch. Y'all know that's my favorite. It's fast, it's easy, and it's super simple. The one thing I did want to tell y'all was how to get your measurement for the top. So I measured up here for my top. So I think in the video I did, it was about 13 inches. But I know some people are gonna say, oh, what about people with bigger chests? I would recommend doing your chest area if that's what you want to do. So with my chest area, it measures out to 15. But take that lightly. I have not done it on anyone with a bigger chest, so I would not know. But I'm telling y'all, I did this measurement. So from this side of my shoulder to this side of my shoulder, and I did 13, I believe, in the video. Because a lot of times when I make stuff, I make it to my measurement, and I usually just hold up the yarn when I'm making it, and I do it like this. So I'll chain, hold it up, and be like, that's long enough. So, you know, do with the information what you will, but if you're a bigger chest, possibly do your chest area, and that'll probably give you a measurement. That way you know that it fits over your chest and everything if you have a bigger chest area. If you're like me, I wear a C cup, I think 34C, and so I did my chest and it fits perfectly fine. I do steam this top, and I show that in the video, so keep that in mind. Also, be sure when you're making the top, especially, I tell you to try it on in the video, but I just want to like say it again just so y'all know, when you make stuff, be sure you're trying it on as you're going, because you know, it's one thing to have to redo something, but you probably won't have to redo it if you just try it on as you go. So as I was making this top, I just tried it on, make sure my arms went through the holes. So I went all the way to the holes of my arm and then tried it on, made sure that it fit, and then I continued to go all the way down to the bottom. So yeah, try the top on as you go. I mean, you should do that with all the clothes that you ever make. So I know I do. I always try stuff on. So it just makes things easier, and it saves you time, so that way you don't get all the way to the end. You're like, oh, I have to redo it. So try it on as you go. This one you will see in the video at the end. It does fit a little differently than on me, but I made it so it would fit a little differently because I'm going to turn this into a sweater. And so the next video that y'all probably will see, it will be the same top, but it'll have sleeves, and it'll be a sweater because I plan on doing something with this top. So yeah, I've talked enough. I hope that y'all like this video and enjoy it. If you have any questions, like I always say, leave them in the comments down below. Either I'll answer them or somebody else will answer them. I try to answer all the questions that I see, but I honestly don't get notifications for every comment that I get, but I do try to answer the ones that I see. So yeah, leave a comment. Either I will answer it, somebody else will. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, hopefully we can all be cute in our little tops. I can't wait for y'all to see the next video when I put sleeves on here. It's gonna be so cute. And yeah, enjoy the video. Hello, so in this video you're gonna need some size 4 yarn. I'll put the color in the description because I don't know what it is at the moment. I don't have the paper on there. Anywho, gonna need a size 8 hook. I know y'all hate when I use this hook, but that's the hook that I like to use, so I'm using the size 8 hook. And also we're going to be using some stitch markers. Of course, we're going to go based off of my measurements. Mine was 13. So mine was 13. That was my measurements. And what we're going to do is basically we're gonna chain to whatever measurement you got. So again, I got 13, so I'm gonna chain till I get to 13. I would recommend counting as you're chaining because you want to make sure that you're ending on a odd number. So I already know technically what I'm supposed to be at. Mine is going to be at 37, so 37 will get me to 13 inches. So whatever you need to chain to, make sure you're counting and make sure you end on a odd number. So I'm going to do that now. I'm just going to chain until I get to 13 or 37. So that was 37. And as you can see, it's right at 13. And this is without it being stretched. So it's right at 13. And what we're going to do is we're going to chain 3. So 1, 2, 3. You're going to go into the 4th stitch from the hook. So remember, you don't count what's on your hook. So 1, 2, 3, 4 is where my finger is. That's 4. You're going to go into that 4th stitch and do a double crochet. Just 1 double crochet. Oh, if I can get it in. Let me see. Okay, there we go. You're going to do a double crochet in that 4th stitch from the hook, and you're going to chain 1. If you watch my other tutorials, you probably know what this stitch is. One thing about me, I'm going to do a mesh stitch. They're just way quicker to get through projects. But after you chain 1, you're going to skip a stitch. So you're going to skip this next stitch right here. You're going to go to the next stitch and you're going to do a double crochet in that stitch. And then you're going to chain 1. You're going to skip that stitch that's right next to it, go into the next stitch, do a double crochet, and then chain 1. Skip a stitch, next stitch, double crochet, chain 1. You're just going to do that all the way down. Skip a stitch, go into the next stitch, double crochet, chain 1, and this is called a mesh stitch. I do this in most of my tutorials. It's just faster. Like, I don't like working on projects for too long, so I'm always doing like a mesh stitch because it's just quicker. I can make what I want but make it quickly. So you're just gonna do that all the way down. Okay, so we're at the end. So again, you want to skip a stitch, go into that stitch, which will be the last stitch. You're going to double crochet, and then you're going to chain 4. You're going to chain 4, 2, 3, 4. So the reason we did an odd number is because you want your last stitch to be in this last stitch from the first stitch from the chain that we did at the very beginning. You want it to be in that very last one. If you do an even number, you'll end up here instead of here. But you're gonna do that, do the double crochet, and then you're gonna chain 4. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. And you're gonna turn your work, and you're gonna do a double crochet. You're gonna do a double crochet right at the top of that double crochet from the last row. So you're just gonna do a double crochet in there, chain 1. Next one, you do a double crochet at the top. Uh-oh, I didn't chain yarn over, I mean. You're gonna do a double crochet. Remember to chain 1 at the end of your double crochet. Chain 1, go over, put a double crochet. It's right at the top of that double crochet from the last row. You're gonna put a double crochet, and then you're gonna chain 1. And you're just gonna keep doing that till you get to the end. This tutorial should be fairly easy as long as you have the measurements right. It doesn't matter what yarn you use, as long as you get your measurements right. It's the same as with my angel top tutorial. You can use whatever yarn you want, but You have to make sure you have the correct measurements. Okay, so we're at the end. You want to go into this top of this double crochet, same thing, put a double crochet, chain 1, and then what you want to do, there's this like open space right here. You want to put a double crochet in that open space that's right there. So you want to just double crochet just like that, so it goes into that open space, and then you want to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. You want to turn your work. So once you do that, you want to turn your work, and you're gonna just do it over. So you're gonna just keep doing it, and what you want to do is do it till you get to about armpit, under your armpit, and I'll come back and we can go from there. Okay, so I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 rows, which is right under my chest area. What we're gonna do is we're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, turn our work, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take stitch marker. Let me try to get 2 colors I can see. With the stitch markers, we're gonna make we're about to make our head hole, so we want to make it even on both sides. So if we count, this is stitch 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You want to do the same thing over here, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you would have that as your head hole. I think I'll move over, so I'll do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Or should I do 4? I'm gonna go ahead and do 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna put it there. Same thing on this side. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You're just gonna put a stitch marker in there. So this will be where your head will go in. So what you're gonna do is you're going to continue doing the mesh stitch. So the double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, until you get to the stitch marker. And you want to do the one with the stitch marker. And what I like to do is just count in between, and then I count the stitches as well. And then we're going to chain whatever number we get. So for example, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So we're going to chain 21. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. So that's how many we're gonna chain. So you're gonna get your thing. Remember, you already have 1. Let me see if I can zoom in. Remember, you already have 1 right here on the hook, or not on the hook, but right here. You're gonna do 21. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 20, 21. And I would recommend crocheting a little looser for this part. That way it's not so tight. So after you do that, you're gonna yarn over. You're gonna go into where our other stitch marker is, and we're gonna just do a double crochet. Oops, right there. Just like that. Remember, chain 1, and then we're gonna continue with the mesh stitch. And we're gonna go all the way down. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. just continuing that, and boom, that is your head hole. So once you get to the end, remember we already chained one right here, so we're gonna do 2, 3, 4. So chain 4, turn your work, and you want to do the mesh stitch all the way down. So double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1. And once you get to the top of this one, you still want to continue with the mesh stitch. So you're going to skip this one, you're going to go into the next one. So skip, and you're going to go in here, and you're going to double crochet, chain 1, yarn over, skip that stitch, go in here, double crochet, chain 1, skip, go into the next, double crochet, chain 1, skip, go into this one. It's a little tricky to know, but you see how this is right, this loop right here is right next to this one. That's how you know which one to skip. So it's not this one, but the one right next to it. So you're gonna go in there, chain 1. Again, it's not this one, but it's the one right next to it. So double crochet, chain 1, and you're gonna keep doing that all the way down. And then, as you can see, we land right where these stitches that are connected to the panel are. Let me see if you can tell. So yeah, so see, now we're back to this one. So you're just gonna continue with the mesh stitch, and remember you are going into this big hole right here. Double crochet, you're gonna chain 4, turn your work, and you're gonna continue on. And so for this one I got, what was it, 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. I got 11 rows here. So you're gonna do the same thing on this side. So I have 1 row, so I'm gonna do 10 more rows. Whatever amount of rows you have, that's what you want to do. So you just want to continue doing that again. So I'm gonna come back whenever I have my 11 rows. Okay, so now that we're at the end, I got this one left. This should be 11 rows, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So once you get to the same amount of rows that you have on the other side, so again mine was 11, you're just going to match them up, and you're going to take this on this side, you're going to slip stitch into that part, I don't know what this is called, this little hole where the string is, where you pull it. So where you pull this like string, you're just gonna slip stitch in there, just like so. So see, it connects them. Make sure you pull this tight so it doesn't come loose. You're going to chain 4, so 1, 2, 3, 4. And very, very important, you want to turn your work. So when you chain 4, you're going to turn your work, and you're going to go back this way. And the reason we do that is because you want your seam to be aligned. You want it to be straight. I never knew why people turned their work. It didn't make sense to me. Nobody really said, but I found out when making my dress last year, they turned their work to keep the seam straight. So in case you didn't know, now you know, because I personally did not know. So you're going to chain 4, turn your work, and you're going to go into the top of that chain that we just did for the previous row, just like we've been doing. Do a double crochet, chain 1, and then keep going, double crochet, chain 1, double crochet, chain 1, and you're going to do that all the way down. So you do that all the way down until you're back on this other end. And then, hold on, we're gonna do this last one. You're gonna do a double crochet, chain 1. So remember, this is supposed to be connected in here, chain 1. You're gonna go into the hole on this other side. So this is the other panel. You're gonna go into this hole right here, and you're gonna just do a double crochet, just like so, and then chain 1. And that will bring you back over here. So then you can start and then go back, and you'll have even amount of rows, and then you'll just keep going in a circle. So I'll show you. So again, you're just going to continue with the same pattern. Double crochet, chain 1, this is where the chain that we did at the beginning was. So just same thing, you want to go at the top of the chain from the last row, and you're just gonna crochet into the hole. Okay, so now that we're at the end, double crochet, chain 1, you have this gap, and you're going to make sure you still chain 1 at the very last one, and you're going to go into this big gap, like the big hole in between the 2 stitches, and you're going to slip stitch basically, just like that. And see, it connects it all together. Again, you're going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then turn your work. So we're gonna go back the opposite way. So let me show y'all again one more time, just in case. So you want to make sure that this last stitch has a chain 1. So that's my chain 1. You're gonna go into the gap of this big stitch. So in between these 2 stitches where we did the chain 4, you're gonna go in between it, and then you're going to slip stitch. And you're just going to 1, 2, 3, 4, chain 4, and then you're going to turn your work and go back the opposite way. It'll look better if you are doing a solid color, but I knew it was gonna like have this line, so I'm okay with it, because I really wanted to use this yarn. But this is what it looked like. And so you have your 2 armholes basically. So this will be your armholes, and this will be your neck hole. And at this point, you can make it as long or short as you want. Mine, I go all the way down to like past my belly button. So that's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna continue going, doing the double crochet, chain 1 in each stitch. And I'm just gonna do that until I get it long enough, basically. You can make it a crop top. You can make it super long. Like, it doesn't really matter how long or short you make it. You can do whatever you want to it, basically. So here, right here in this other arm, you're just gonna chain one, gonna do a double crochet in this one, of course, chain one, and then you're just gonna go over to this one on the other side, double crochet, chain one. So you see it's just all connected. So at the end again, remember to slip stitch into this big hole or between these two stitches. So you're just gonna go in between that space. You're just gonna grab it and do a slip stitch, and then remember to chain four, oops, and then remember, very important, to turn your work, and then you're just gonna keep going. So I'm gonna do mine to the length that I want, and then I'll be back. Okay, so this is what the top looks like on. I just wanted y'all to see this portion of the tutorial. I'm about to show y'all what I do to like stretch it out so it doesn't look so stiff, because to me it looks stiff. So I steam it. So I'm showing y'all what it looks like now, and then I'll show y'all what it looks like steamed. Okay, so here is the finished look. This is what it looks like. If I can see. Ignore my bra. I'd probably put on like a blue bra that matches, but this is just the one I had on today. Ooh, let me not fall. This one looks like, I made this one longer than the other one because the next video that y'all see, I will probably show how to put sleeves because I want to turn this into a sweater. But this is what it looks like. Super cute. I love it. I love the ombre. It's the black, the back. But yeah, so if you want it like this, you would just do it shorter. If you want it like this one, you would do it shorter as well. You do it to about here. I would do it to about here and then steam, and it would be to about here. I also put strings on the side of this other one. Let me show y'all. I put a string in this one, so you can, let me see, I can show y'all. You pull it, or you tie it. So you do like this, you tie it, and then you scrunch it up, and so it makes the side scrunched instead of having it just long like this side. It'll do it like that, and that's how I had it in this picture. Yeah, that is literally it. This is the top. If you want to get a little closer, there's the neckline. Again, when you steam it, it makes it longer, so that's why it's like longer. So that was how the top fit and what it looked like on. As I said in the beginning, next time y'all see this top, it will have sleeves on it because I plan on doing something with this top, and I don't like having the same thing twice. I already have the scrapbook one. I don't need another tank top that looks exactly like it. So I thought it would be cool to have sleeves, so I'll do a little tutorial on how to add sleeves to it. And yeah, I hope that y'all enjoyed this tutorial. If you have any questions, leave them down below. I will answer them, or somebody else will answer them. If you got this far in the video, leave a blue heart and let me know like what other things y'all want tutorials on. I just learned how to use my Centro knitting machine, so be expecting tutorials on that because the tutorials that I did search for on that machine are absolutely garbage. but I think I figured it out. So I want to do a tutorial on it, so y'all will get a tutorial on that. But yeah, I have so many things planned. I am gonna get this channel up and rolling. I know I've been kind of stagnant with my posts, but I promise I'm gonna get to a point where it's like every week I post something. But I hope that y'all like this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye. I also did a tutorial on this makeup look, so y'all will be getting a tutorial on how I did this makeup, because not only did I wear this top to my festival, but I wanted to show y'all what I do for my makeup when I do like go outside and go to festivals, because it's hot in Texas and you have to have your makeup look spectacular if you're gonna live here. I've had this makeup on for probably over 5 hours now, and this is what it looks like. So be expecting that video, because my makeup turned out really good today. But yeah, I will see you all in the next video. Bye.